folks. This is Ben Blanquera, and here with Cool New Tech for Tech Life Columbus. As many of you know, I am a huge fan of technology, entrepreneurism, and maybe food. I love food. And so when I had a chance to interview Stephan, the founder of Fusian, all my worlds collided and I got pretty excited. So with that, let me introduce Steve Harman. He is the CEO, founder of Fusian. Welcome, Stephan.
Thanks for having me, Ben. It's good to be here.
So Stephan, tell me a little bit about what is Fusian for our readers that don't know it.
Yeah, so Fusion's a fast casual sushi restaurant. We're based right here in Columbus, Ohio. We have 12 locations through Dayton, Cincinnati, Toledo, and right here. We have 5 here in Central Ohio. And we started in 2010 with just kind of an idea of how do we create a sushi concept that everybody would want to eat at. And yeah, 11 years later, we're still here. And, you know, in talking with Ben, I think that we have a lot of synergies on how we can, not only bring delicious food to the masses, but also employ some technology along the way to make it all seamless.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that, Steve. So
Sure.
Most folks don't realize all the technology that happens to create that incredible experience and incredible food. Can you share a little bit? It's kind of like your point of view, how technology plays in your world and why that matters, and perhaps then share a little bit what you do at Fusian.
Sure. So yeah, I think going back 11 years, we looked at the business as you can interact in 2 ways. You can either dine in or you can carry out. So we were 50% dine in, 50% carry out in 2010 when we started. Over the last 11 years, we've really had to kind of rethink about the ways in which we can engage with people, because the reality is everybody can dine from the convenience of their home, through the palm of their hand, on their phone, through their computer. And so, we've really taken kind of maybe the slow approach in terms of making sure that we are able to interact with as many people as possible through integrations, but also creating a way in which people can interact with Fusian conveniently wherever they are. So, now 11 years later, rather than 50% dine in, 50% carry out, we are 20% dine in, we're 20% carry out, we're an additional 10% delivery, we're in-house delivery, we're another 20% DoorDash, another 20% Uber Eats. And so, you think about all these different revenue streams and all these ways in which people are interacting with food these days. Our job is twofold: make our team's jobs easier, make them less hard in our restaurants so they can execute effectively using technology, but also using technology to make the dining experience as seamless as possible, no matter how you prefer to dine. So that's been a radical shift in our thinking over the last 11 years. And then, of course, through all of that, there's a back-end engine that makes it all work. And so as we look to the future, tech is such a huge part of what we do every day, and we're so reliant on it working in order for us to inevitably serve a very simple, delicious meal.
Yeah. And Stephan, can you touch a little bit? I know you use a little bit of robots and automation in the back end.
Sure.
Sort of a consistent experience that you can scale. What does that look like?
Yeah. So, the skill work in sushi typically comes with portioning, rice, and knife skills. And so our goal from the onset was to make sure that anybody could roll a sushi roll and anybody could serve a sushi roll. And so we partnered with a company named Tech, a Japanese company that makes sushi robots. We've been using this since day 2. Day 1 was just a mess without it, but day 2 we ordered them. Taka flew in to Cincinnati, Ohio, and we started employing these sushi robots, which ultimately allow us to create something that is consistent, time in, time out, across multiple experiences, but also across multiple locations. So we couldn't do the business without it, and we also certainly appreciate the Japanese ingenuity in making sure that we have a machine and equipment that allows us to create a replicable product, so your expectations get met every time.
Oh my God, this is fantastic. Stephan, I could talk for a long time and really
Sure.
unpack and understand all the cool stuff that makes it so that when I pick up that sushi roll and take that piece. It's delicious every time. So one of the things we're going to do, folks, is we're going to get Stephan on an upcoming Tech Life Live in the future so we can unpack this a little bit more. In the meantime, I would encourage you, check out Fusian and check out, and tell Stephan how they did to make the sushi experience awesome. And so with that, Stephan, thanks so much for
Ben.
coming out, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks so much. Look forward to it.